Morning, guys. So, we're on what, day 2? I think it's day 2. The headaches are real, but I don't know, I'm thinking maybe I should like throw caffeine in here too and just get rid of all the chemicals all at once. Making it harder on myself though is not something I'm super interested in, so we are going to find out. I don't know yet. I'm still thinking. I got a little time. But I was doing the dishes and thinking about, everything. And the Fool, I feel like strength. I feel like messages always have more than one interpretation. There's always more than one meaning, and there's always more than one layer, and there's always more than one context, right? So I was looking at the What About Us video, and I was looking at myself in that context. And there's always, I think it happened right around when my energetic polarity just kind of like got fucked with by spirit, when I was sitting hard in my feminine and then just like instantaneously got yanked into my masculine and had to learn those lessons. But suddenly I had energetic identity confusion. I had no idea which cards were supposed to be me anymore, and the more I doubted, the less I could feel with my fingers the truth of that card. So it was a kind of a mindfuck situation, but since then I have learned that I am both. I am the masculine, I am the feminine, they are me. And that's Three of Wands, a new perspective, a new idea that I wasn't considering before, because at that point I was still stuck in a competitive mind state, and I was convinced that if I was in my masculine, then he must be trying to steal my feminine. And I don't think that might have been true. But, I don't have a way to tell what he experienced energetically. All I know is that we could have gotten through that scenario without yanking back and forth at each other. Eight of Pentacles. But looking at it like that, like being able to look at a reading and say like, okay, am I the masculine or am I the feminine? But being able to take lessons from both sides was a big change in the game for me. Ten of Swords, and especially regarding those abandonment wounds, I thought I was handling them in my feminine, and I wasn't, not all the way. There's always things that you think you're done, and you're not. It's just how it is. But Justice, seeing other messages within that one, I think, is what I was supposed to be doing right now. Ace of Cups. I cried today over the twin flame, and I haven't been emotionally open enough to cry about him in a long time. I had one moment, like after the first 2 months maybe, where I was just so far gone I couldn't get up off the floor. But then I did. I had spirit to help me move. What they said to me, in whatever way they do, is you already can. So I did. The Hanged, no, the Ten of Wands. Interesting. Those burdens that came along with him being tied to my destiny, that's what made me feel really restricted. The fact that my future relied on another person. And I think the trick here is, now that we've identified who the person that is actually supposed to be involved in the entire vision that I saw. Now that we know who they are, it is my challenge to continue to maintain independence. I still have to not lose myself in somebody else's project, even if I'm supposed to be part of it. Queen of Pentacles, our stability lies in ourselves. It doesn't matter whether it's a relationship or a project or a job. Seven of Swords and the Hermit. We have to be able to float, I think. We have to be able to go where we need to go, do what we need to do, follow Spirit. Three Cups. So what do we need to know, Spirit? How do we move next? Nine of Swords. Page of Wands. Ace of Swords. You know, during all this stuff, I kept on getting that message, just do it scared. Whew. All right, we'll do it scared. Life, you know, you don't know what happens next. We're not scared either necessarily. Seven of Pentacles, Two of Swords, the Moon. Because we're following our intuition here. We are letting it flow. The Emperor. And we know that the person meant for us will not miss us. It won't be a question. Or a conflict, Five of Wands. We won't have to fight for it because it'll just lock into place. Another piece of the puzzle. The Hierophant. What else we got, Spirit? Knight of Wands. Ten of Cups. There's an illusion, a self-held illusion that we need to work through. What is it? That there's always another cycle, maybe? Just being. Seven of Cups, options. Anticipation. Anticipating struggle where there may not be any. Okay, they're all stacking up now. We cannot anticipate problems on a future path. When problems happen, they're for us, and we roll with the punches, but we cannot sit here anticipating them, looking at all those cups and going like, okay, well, we don't want these cups to be here, so let's, you know, work on that. We are intuitively picking the right cup. And these cycle completions are important, but I think it's easy to get tunnel vision. That's a problem I have. Wheel of Fortune. I can get so fixated on one spot on the ground. That's what I do when I'm planking. I just focus on one spot on the ground, and I look at it so hard, I swear to God, it turns into triplicate. Like, I don't know. But I just, you know, coast through with my blinders on. The Empress. There's a fine line, isn't there, between wearing blinders and searching for problems. I think that's the balance we need to find next. Thanks for watching, everybody.